Good evening, and welcome back to the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. This time, the secrets of Bryce will be revealed. Who are you?
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
No, I didn't know Dr. Dekker.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
What did you think of Dr. Dekker?
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
Why didn't you like Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
Do you think Dr. Dekker committed suicide?
He wasn't a good man. I don't know how he could live with himself. Perhaps he couldn't.
Do you know anything about Dr. Dekker's murder?
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine.
What is your problem?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
What is your job?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
Why were you depressed?
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again, and as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
Are you not used to failure?
Apparently I've gone a little mad. For me, I have 25-hour days.
What extra hour?
At midnight each day. Time as you know it freezes. In my world it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
What do you mean by midnight hour?
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
You don't seem sure if your extra hour is a gift or a curse.
I sound like I'm complaining, don't I? I'll stop now.
Time freezes?
In the hour, people are pliable. They don't move. But I can move them. As soon as my hour is up, they start moving again, as if nothing has changed at all.
How do you know people are pliable?
Isn't it obvious? I've tried moving them, of course. People are often frozen in the most inconvenient of positions.
What do you mean, inconvenient positions?
I do a lot of work in my extra hour. I move people into graves.
No, I don't think you're insane.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
Why is it hard to find someone that can use a shovel?
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
What sort of relic?
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance. which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
Tell me about Henley Church.
Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists, but they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
Are there archaeologists at your work?
Allegedly, Henley Church is located on an old Norman Motte and Bailey castle. I say allegedly because a relic was found and dated around that century, but the archaeologists haven't found any further proof as yet.
What do you do in the extra hour?
In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
Do you like chess?
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
Why do you like planning moves in advance?
I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Yes, I like to be in control.
If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end.
How did Dr. Dekker unravel?
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we?
Did Dr. Dekker push you to do something?
I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing, but I'd rather not talk about that now. Let's just enjoy the getting to know you phase before the ugliness kicks in.
What ugliness?
Doctor, pace yourself, please. This is my session. I'm paying.
Do you prefer burial or cremation?
I'm pro-cremation. Not just because I don't have to dig a grave. They still need a hole for the interment of ashes. It's more dignified, like you're becoming one with the universe again. Rotting in a wooden box. Even if you turn completely into atoms, how would you escape? Even bits of the universe get lonely, I'd imagine.
Are you lonely?
We're all alone to some extent, don't you think? I don't have any friends, so I suppose that makes me lonely. In the midnight hour, though, I have as many friends as I like. Do you have a favorite celebrity, Doctor? In the hour, I could take a picture of myself with them, like we're the best of friends.
Do you like to take pictures?
I've taken a lot of pictures. I have great shots of all the tourist sites. It's amazing what exposure you can use when moving cars are literally frozen still. Must be the sharp focus.
Do you believe in God?
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
Do you believe in an afterlife?
Is that something I should know about?
Why don't you believe in God anymore?
I'm not sure God would have given a man an extra hour a day. Not just a single man. My extra hour is a gift, but sometimes it's a curse.
No, there are not too many religions.
Then we disagree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely that they've all got it wrong than one of them has it right, in my opinion.
Alright, viewers, that does it for this episode of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. If you've enjoyed it, click the like button. And if you want to see the next episode, subscribe. Don't forget, a stash isn't the hair on your lip, it's the source of your power.